Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Beck and welcome to the 2014 spring edition of Buena Park Today. It's a pleasure to be back on BPTV and we're here to cover stories from inside the Buena Park Today News and Activity Guide. On this edition of Buena Park Today, we'll visit the Public Works Department City Yard and talk with people in charge of the Water Division about the terrible drought California is expecting this summer and what we can do about it. And then we'll be here at City Hall to talk to the folks in the Economic Development Department about low-interest loans for homeowners looking to make home improvements, and we'll learn about the city's First Time Homebuyers Program to help people get into their first home. All that and more, so stay tuned. If you haven't heard by now, California is experiencing the worst drought in its history. Graphs show that 2013 was the driest on record for the state, and since the beginning of 2014, rainfall is well below normal for this time of the year. Lakes and streams have dried up all over the state, and satellite imagery is proof that we'll face a very dry summer. In early January of this year, Governor Jerry Brown declared a drought emergency, asking Californians to reduce their water usage by 20%. It's very important for us to do our part in conserving water now and for the future, as the climate forecast for the summer promises to be very hot and dry. In Buena Park, the City Council has already been discussing re-implementing the Water Conservation Ordinance from 2010. Managing water in Buena Park falls under the authority of the Department of Public Works. I went there to learn a bit more about what we can do to help conserve water in the city. The Department of Public Works is in charge of managing the city's water resources. And here to tell us more about it is Jim Byrie, the Director of Public Works, and to tell us more about the current drought that we're experiencing here in California. Hi, Jim.
How you doing?
So tell us about the current situation that we're experiencing.
Yes, the state of California is in a severe drought, one of the most severe droughts in history, and we're part of that whole water network in Southern California. Even though we don't have our own supplies down here, we're actually connected to the entire state. We're one complete network. The governor in January declared a drought and has asked cities to go and water agencies to go on alert status to communicate to the residents and to the businesses how important this drought really is and what they have to do about it.
And you mentioned earlier there's a 20% conservation per household. Can you expand on that and tell us how long it'll be in effect and when it took effect?
Yeah, this was actually in effect. The governor reinforced the 20% in January and asking us to do that. Again, we have a limited supply, and what they're looking to do is to cut 20% in our usage. And we do that through our conservation programs. We have less water coming in, but we also have to use less.
So where does the city get its water from?
Well, there's two main sources that we get our water from. One is from imported water, which we get from the Colorado River in Northern California, and the other is our water wells. But I'd like to have our water utilities manager, Mike Crisso, give us more information about that.
Okay, great.
Thanks, Jim.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, how are you?
So can you expand and tell us a little bit about the water wells?
Yeah, Buena Park itself has two main sources. One is groundwater. One would be an imported water source. So groundwater is how we pump. It's actually the water directly under our feet. The city owns 8 water wells, or active water wells, that we pump directly out of the ground and into our water system, and so that provides about 70% of our water to the residents in Buena Park. Our other source is imported water, where we use a water wholesaler. They move water from Northern California and also a source of Colorado River water. That makes up about 30% of the water for Buena Park. That's all around we have a general restriction, but really the imported water is a major concern for the whole state.
So then, even if we do get a lot of water from underground, it's still important for everyone to conserve, right?
Absolutely. Southern California, especially semi-arid, dry state. We don't have a lot of rainfall. This year is exceptionally low. So every drop we save is a drop we can use another day. So we always are encouraging water conservation, smart water use, everything we can do to save water.
And are there any programs that you guys can suggest to homeowners to conserve water?
Absolutely. Buena Park works really close with county agencies. Municipal Water District of Orange County has a really aggressive water conservation program. The city works hand in hand with the county in supporting those programs. You can get more information on our website at cityofbuenapark.com /water conservation. Also through the county resources, but we have turf removal programs, smart irrigation controllers, all sorts of water conservation efforts that the city supports through rebates, through cost sharing to help our residents in Buena Park.
And I know you guys mentioned earlier that the city is also doing its part to conserve water through like the parks. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. We're doing everything we can. We've put into our park systems, it's called CalSense. It's a smart irrigation controller, and it's actually looking at real-time weather data. And we measure how much sun is out for the day, how fast the water is evaporating, the wind conditions. Based on those numbers and actual soil moisture, adjust the timers automatically to make sure the right amount of water is being put in our park systems. We're also doing test projects throughout the city. You'll see in the landscape medians, we're putting in artificial turf, drought-tolerant plants, and all different kinds of aspects where we're trying to conserve water from the city's point of view as well.
Great. Thank you so much for that information. And once again, where can people go to find out information?
buenapark.com /water conservation, or you could call our front office at Public Works Engineering, 714-562-3670.
Thank you very much for that information, Mike. Jim, is there anything else that you would like to add?
Sure. I have a few more things. The city has in place a water conservation ordinance with a number of guidelines. And one of those guidelines, I'll repeat, is no watering between 10 and 4. And the reason for no outside watering is because of evaporation. It's a very poor use of water. Another thing is to utilize a shutoff nozzle whenever you are using water outside, and to respond to any type of leaks that you might have on your property or any type of overwatering with a broken head or you see water going down the gutter. We do have, in the past, gone out and advised folks to take action to fix their leaks or repair their irrigation system or not to waste water. And what we want to work with them as partners, because we recognize that this water is a precious resource, and we want everyone to be conserving water, not just for drought all the time, because this is always important to us, but especially now during the drought. The other thing is that we have programs, or as the inside, we talked a lot about the outside, but on the inside, shutting off faucets in the inside, not taking extensive long showers, making sure if you hear leaks coming out of the toilet that you see whether you can fix it yourself or get a plumber. That adds up to a lot of water use that's not doing anyone any good. And again, we're there to help. So if you don't know what to do or you want to find out additional ways to save water, give us a call.
So thank you so much for that information. If you want to find out more information, go to buenapark.com /water conservation. Buying a home and even repairing your existing home in Buena Park will now be more affordable for many. The city has very low interest loans available through the First Time Homebuyers Program and the Home Improvement Program. The loans are offered through the Economic Development Department, and I went to the City Hall to find out more about how you can take advantage of the loans. If you're a renter looking to buy your first home here in Buena Park, the city has a wonderful opportunity for you to qualify for the First Time Homebuyers Program. And here to tell us more about the program is Jessica Fewer, who's a management assistant to the city. Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
Tell us more about this program.
The city has a great opportunity for people that are looking to buy their first home. We offer a loan that's up to $58,500 and it's deferred for 30 years at 3% simple interest. So it's a great opportunity for those who think they maybe can't qualify for a loan on their own for a house in the city. It's just a great opportunity to get that foot in the door.
So who exactly can qualify for these loans?
The loans are only available to low and moderate income buyers. So for example, for a family of 4, it would be up to $77,050. But we have on the website all of the qualifications for the income, so you can take a look and see how your family size compares to the income limits.
So where do these loans originate from?
The loans actually aren't from the city itself. We actually applied for a grant and we received them from the federal government, and it's filtered through the state, and those are home funds as well as Cal Home funds that came directly from the state bond proceeds.
And is there a limit to how many people that you guys can approve?
We don't have a limit, but we do have a surplus of funds right now. So there's a lot of money out there for you guys to take advantage of and come get those loans.
And you mentioned earlier low to moderate income families. Do you know the price or the bracket of who can qualify for these?
For example, a family of 4 would be $77,050, but of course every family is a different size, so they can range all the way up to 9 people in a house, etc. But those, certain qualifications would be on our website. You can see examples of what the income limits would be for those.
Are there restrictions to what type of homes, like old homes, new homes, or specifically the locations of the homes?
You can actually buy any home in the city as long as it's up to code standards, and we do make sure a building inspector goes out there to make sure that it's inspected thoroughly to make sure it meets code and safety.
Great. So if people wanted to get more information and get an application, where can they go?
We would visit buenapark.com, or you can call me directly at 714-562-3590.
And I understand that you guys also have another program for renovations to your home.
We do, and Martha Echeletta can talk more about that.
Thank you so much. Hi, Martha. So tell us more about this program.
It's a fabulous program. I'm excited about it. It's our home improvement program, and it helps low to moderate income people in the city of Buena Park. And it is from 0 to 3%, 0 for being for our seniors 62 and over, and 3% interest for those under 62.
And how much can people qualify for?
Up to $60,000 to do a renovation for your home.
Can you give us some examples of what kind of renovations?
We can do kitchen renovations, we can do bathroom renovations, we can do plumbing and electrical upgrades, we can do ADA compliances especially for our seniors when they have difficulty getting in their home. We can do staircases, we can do larger bathrooms for them, and also in the kitchen. So it's a great, great program.
And where do these loans originate from?
We are an entitlement city, so we get Community Development Block Grant, which is known as CDBG, and we also were awarded 2 grants from the state of California, from Cal Home and Home, and so we have $1.7 million to spend.
And I know you guys have been doing this for a while, so how many projects have you guys funded over the years?
Well, we've been doing home improvement since 1972. We average minimum 10 homes a year, but we can go up to 20, 25. And of course, in the different years we had lesser amount of funding. We have a lot of funding right now, so we can do, as long as we have employees to get through those loans, we will do them.
And if people needed help filling out the application, you guys would walk them through the process as well?
Oh, absolutely. That's our job. We help you get through the whole process, and mainly to make sure that you're going to be doing all the necessary stuff to your home. But we're here to help. That's what we're here for.
Have you had any feedback from any of the homeowners who did the renovations?
Absolutely. We have some very happy homeowners, and we have some before and after photographs, and especially some of our seniors that have not been able to do anything to their homes. They're so excited about it. And I'm excited. We help them through the process. That's the great part.
Great. Thank you so much, Martha. And Jessica, is there anything for you to add?
I just want to say, please take advantage of our programs. If you're nervous about buying your first house, we'll come in, we'll walk you through it. Or if you don't know where to start with hiring a contractor for some home improvements, we definitely have all the skill set to help you get through that project.
Thank you so much. And once again, the website for people to find out more information.
It will be www.buenapark.com.
Before we go, there are some activities that we'd like you to know about. There are a lot of fun activities scheduled this spring in the city of Buena Park. Are you looking for a part-time job? The city has part-time job openings for the summer. They're looking for enthusiastic, outgoing, and eager individuals for positions in recreation and maintenance. Check the city website for more information. Also, the Community Services Department is teaming up with Buena Park High School in offering recreation classes at the high school. This will give the public more options to choose from in leisure classes and activities. Check Community Services, Buena Park Today, and the city website for more information. Mark your calendars for April 19th for the annual Spring Extravaganza at Boiserink Park. It all starts with the Buena Park Noon Lions pancake breakfast, and then it's field games, live entertainment, spring crafts, face painting, a petting zoo that all culminates with everyone's favorite candy hunt for all the kids. Buena Park Youth Theater will be performing The Adventures of Tom Sawyer this summer, a musical comedy based on the novel by Mark Twain. With hits such as Smart Like That, It Just Ain't Me, and Ain't Life Fine, you'll sure to have a great time. Check Buena Park Fine Arts for more information. There's always something happening in the city of Buena Park, and you can find out all about it in the Buena Park Today, the city's news and activity guide. You can also view the Buena Park Today online at the city website at buenapark.com. Just look for the icon of Buena Park Today, click it, and soon you'll find a class or activity you and your children would like to do. Follow us on Twitter and like us on the official City of Buena Park Facebook page. There you'll also find a little of everything from information about our city services and upcoming events to discounts on entertainment venues such as Knott's Berry Farm, Medieval Times, and Pirates Dinner Adventure.